hot and rainy afternoon, and we are underway from Santa Clara. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he slides and covers up. At the end, as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw here. That's going to be complete to Trinity Benson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Let's go now. 60 back.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd and 3. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
And this one is right through. The Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. It'll continue to be interesting in these wet conditions how these kickers fare, but first test, passed.
And how about how the special teams unit handled that? A lot of concentration to make sure the ball didn't slip through his fingers. After the snap, got it down and let him pop it through the posts.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. That good for 19 and a first down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 41.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Well, now hang on here because Saquon Barkley is in some discomfort, so we're going to have a pause here for an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. And the slot man goes in motion left. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll set up to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Davion Davis from 8 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Let's go, let's go.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
On second down, Ingram. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready, break.
So play action here on first down. On the move to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle.
And this one nearly picked off. Yeah, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The toss right. This is Ingram.
And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This into the hands of Marvin Hall, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 39. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Ingram again. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 29.
56 yards on the ground for him so far.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
Nope. Question about it here. Why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing. The ball should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Looking left side, and it's complete.
And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw here. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score.
Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Point after try forthcoming. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that... It's complete. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions. And they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
2nd and 5.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Ingram.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll look to throw again. And he will find his man on the outside. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up for the 1st and goal.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll run here with Ingram. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. That's caught at the 1. Touchdown, Dolphins. Marvin Hall from 3 yards out.
And the Dolphins have moved out in front.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Point after here coming up. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive. In total 8 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and it's 21-10. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
And they're able to return this all the way up to the 45.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
5 yards remain on second down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's brought down. Right back to him on first down. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Trinity Benson.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. From the 6.
So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports halftime report.